Let's talk about e-bike laws in the US because honestly, they're kind of a mess. I'm Jenny and you're watching Next Gen. Next Gen. If you've been shopping for an e-bike or already own one, you've probably heard about this thing called the class system. Class 1, 2, and 3, each with different rules for speed, assist type, and where you can legally ride. But the reality is a lot more complicated than a neat little chart. And depending on where you live, the laws might be very different from what your e-bike's marketing told you. So here's a quick refresher. In most US states, e-bikes are divided into 3 classes, all of which have a maximum motor power level of 750 watts, which is roughly 1 horsepower. Class 1 e-bikes allow pedal assist only. That means no throttle, and they have a top assisted speed of 20 miles per hour. Class 2 e-bikes also go up to 20 miles per hour, but include a throttle on the handlebars, meaning you don't need to pedal. The throttle basically allows it to work like a low-power motorbike, moving forward with just the twist of a wrist and the press of your thumb. Class 3 e-bikes are pedal assist only and can go up to 28 miles per hour, but not with a throttle. Technically, these Class 3 e-bikes aren't supposed to have a throttle at all, but many companies make what are often called Class 2/Class 3 e-bikes, which can hit 20 miles per hour on throttle. Then if riders want to go faster, up to 28 miles per hour, the throttle cuts out and they have to use pedal assist to get there. Whether or not that is truly legal is something we'll cover in a couple minutes. Now back to the matter at hand. These classifications were designed to give lawmakers a framework to regulate e-bikes like bicycles, not motor vehicles. The whole idea is to make sure e-bikes still have the big advantages of bicycles, basically no license, insurance, or registration. But, and a big asterisk here, that only works when the e-bike you're riding actually fits those definitions. The thing is, many e-bikes on the market today don't. A lot of them ship with a throttle and can be unlocked to go faster than 28 miles per hour or even much faster. Technically, if your bike goes faster than 28 or has a throttle on a Class 3 frame, it's not legally an e-bike anymore. It might be considered a moped or even a motorcycle, depending on the state. But enforcement is all over the place. If your bike looks like a bicycle and you're riding it like a reasonable person, most of the time no one will care, cops included. But if you're blasting through pedestrian areas at 40 miles per hour, yeah, someone will probably say something. And honestly, they probably should. Nowhere is this tension more obvious than in California. That state has recently tightened its e-bike rules and is starting to set new precedents. For example, Class 3 e-bikes in California are no longer allowed to have throttles at all. That's pushed some manufacturers to ship their bikes without a throttle by default, especially if they want to keep selling in California, and instead offer it as an optional add-on that the customer installs themselves. It's a subtle workaround, but it shows how brands are having to adapt quickly. And because California often sets the tone for transportation policy in other states, this could be a sign of what's coming nationally. Other states vary wildly. Some require helmets for all riders, others only for kids. Some allow e-bikes on bike paths, others don't if it's a Class 3. A few places require registration or even insurance if your e-bike exceeds certain specs. And then there's New York City, where the local government has proposed a 15 miles per hour speed limit on e-bikes, which good luck enforcing that. And for those wondering how this compares to Europe, it's actually much stricter across the Atlantic. In the EU, most e-bikes are limited to 25 kilometers per hour, about 15.5 miles per hour, and throttles are not allowed at all. Anything faster or with a throttle is legally a moped and needs a license, registration, and insurance. But in the US, we've had a much looser, more red, white, and blue, extra freedom approach. That's led to rapid growth and innovation, but also a lot of legal gray areas. I'll be honest with you, I've ridden e-bikes that technically aren't legal. Some of them go faster than 28 miles per hour or have a throttle when they shouldn't. But I try to ride respectfully. I don't speed through crowded bike paths, and I don't act like I'm on a motorcycle when I'm around pedestrians or other cyclists, even if admittedly my bike might look like a motorcycle. If you're going to bend the rules a bit, it's important to do it in a way that doesn't make e-bikes look bad or endanger others. Because the truth is, public perception can shape future laws, and those laws are very much in flux. As of the time I'm filming this video, things are still pretty open in most of the US, but that could change. We're starting to see more lawmakers propose speed caps, throttle restrictions, licensing requirements, and even bans on modification devices that unlock bikes beyond legal limits. So if you love e-bikes like I do, it's worth keeping an eye on your local laws, and maybe even getting involved in advocacy efforts to make sure future regulations are fair and reasonable. Bottom line, the e-bike legal landscape is kind of the Wild West right now. That's both good and bad. It means we've had tons of freedom and innovation, but it also means we're entering a new phase, one where that freedom might start to tighten. So ride smart, stay safe, and try not to give anyone a reason to clamp down harder. That's it for now, but one last thing, my channel is new and I'm really trying to grow it, so if you like my videos, I hope you'll hit that subscribe button because it really helps my channel. Big thanks to some of my first subscribers, you guys are awesome. Okay, that's it for now. Stay charged, stay curious, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.